if I'm not mistaken. Looks like we are live. Is that accurate?
Yep, we
Yes.
are live.
Awesome. Oh man, y'all are the most patient crowd I have seen. So first of all, I appreciate all of you. Let me go ahead and start recording here. So if you are brand new to the world of high level, things break all the time, and this is part of the sauce. We keep pushing, and I haven't done one of these lives in so long, and this is exciting for me as well. So appreciate your patience. Without any further ado, let's get started. If you're watching this, there's about 400 of you, and across all channels that I'm seeing, we appreciate you jumping in. It's Monday morning. I know you've got a busy business that you have to skip team meetings on, leadership meetings on, all kinds of stuff to be part of this. I want to make sure this is very valuable to you. Let me introduce you to Tim Sabir. Tim and I met, I feel like over a couple of years ago. He came to one of our first masterminds in Dallas, and he said, "You know what, Paulson? Like, we're really interested in the world of software. We're trying to figure this out." And I can tell you something. Tim is someone who made every mistake in the book, and we witnessed all of it, and now he's crushing it. I mean, he's crushing it. He's got his own white label brand. He's got his own integrations. He's got his own programs where he's introduced a lot of students now. He's very active on the affiliate side as well. Tim, I see you as almost a friend as well. It's not, I
Thank you.
literally feel like I witnessed your growth as a business owner, from the bad, the ugly to now, you're living a whole new life, and I'm excited for it. And what Tim made us really realize is our way is not the only way. So me and Chase, we talk about a lot of recommendations and strategies. Tim took a lot of that, applied it, but now he's got his own reiterations of a lot of it. There's a lot of things that me or Chase, that some of the things that we recommend may not apply in every single scenario. So Tim has made his own better versions of strategies, has insights of what works and what doesn't work. So without any further ado, welcome to day one of our Chamber of Commerce workshop with Tim Sabir. Tim, welcome in, man. We're excited
Thank,
for you.
thank you so much, Paulson. I really value you in person. I learned a lot from you, but I also see a lot of similarity in our knowledge, background, and all that stuff. Thank you so much for the introduction, and I hope I'm gonna be uh, bringing so much value from my experience to the community and welcome everybody in this today's workshop or in this 3 days workshop. And 100% right. I like how you said it, like from day one, how, and we still, like in business, especially in this world, you never be like, and a lot of people, I love our industry, I love SaaS. And a lot of people, they say, okay, what do you don't like about the SaaS business or about your industry? I just don't like this thing about it that I never feel that bossy that I figured it out. Like when I meet my doctor's friends or furniture owners' friends, that how they sit and that's it. Human's body is that. Maybe every other year they get a research or something and they study. In our world, there's always an update. As I said, like you join a workshop, you learn a lot, and
Yeah,
there's nothing. So this is the only thing but this keeps us young. This keeps us
absolutely.
our energy. So a little background about what Paulson said about, maybe that's too much. I don't deserve it. How I took it different way. I just don't believe that one size fits all strategy, especially me, with my background, how can I do whatever this guy doing and I want to do the same? And you see, it's not applying to you because I'm different. The way I talk is different. My background is different. My environment is different. My experience is different. My market is different. So I, that this is maybe the way he explained it. So I made a few presentation. Thank you for providing me that design, the beautiful design. If you don't
Yeah.
mind, can I share my
Yeah,
presentation?
yeah. You should be able to share your screen. I made you a co-host.
Oh, nice.
And as Tim is pulling up his slides so we can keep our conversations really organized, tell us what city you're checking in from. If you look in the
Oh,
chat,
yes.
you'll see a link for the live stream. So I am paying attention to our Facebook page that is external public. If you're watching, tell us that you're watching live. Maybe if you catch this on replay, tell us that you're watching it on replay. We'd love to interact with you. As you kind of stick through this, we're going to have potentially some raffles and giveaways and all kinds of cool stuff. And Tim's going to be giving away some snapshots and courses and programs and all of that that he's super generous with. And some of you, if you're an existing customer already, don't worry. We'll make sure those items are provided to you at the end of day 3. So if you're an existing customer, you're like, oh, Paulson, I can't jump into a new trial. I already have everything. We'll make sure this is all worth it to you as well. Tim, first of all, where are you from? Like, I think everybody needs to know where you're from before we get started. Like,
Well, I made a slide for that too,
Okay,
because that's
perfect,
part of
perfect. Go,
my
go. Let's
struggle.
go.
Yeah,
Let's go with that.
yeah, that's also part of my struggle in the United States, and I think everybody knows the accent. So this is basically okay. This is our today's topic, or how to unlock government contracts, which is so important, and tapping to billions of dollars. A lot of my Americans, they argue with me. I'm not gonna take it to another aspects of life, but I always say America is the greatest country. I mean, everybody says that, but agree or not, it is the greatest country in the world in a lot of aspects. When it comes to business, it is the greatest country in the world because the way it's designed. Okay, it is the newest government, but the old, like, it's the newest country but oldest government ever. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna go there, but I will show you today how what I mean with that. Oops, the screenshot, billions of dollars, we're gonna cover today. It's just how I think the screenshot is a little bit
Yeah.
early, but I'm kind of
Yeah. And Tim,
also.
you're going to talk about government contracts as a first layer, and our whole entire workshop is around Chamber of Commerce, just so you all know.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
perfect,
have a layout,
perfect.
but I'm just telling you like how in our community, even in high level or as a marketing agency, this is not covered or um, well, there's no awareness about it. Anyways, who's this workshop for? As Paulson said, if you are a high level account holder and with reselling rights, yes. Even if you have that single, the basic account, yes. SaaSpreneurs, SaaS Pro account holders, yes. And even if you are not account holder of high level marketing agencies, yes. Online coaches, freelancers, yes. This workshop, I promise, will be very useful and informative for you. But only today, this workshop is not for you if you are a person, individual, who makes $1 million in income and more, or your office in one of these fancy downtown, Silicon Valley, all these places. I think half of this presentation today is not going to be so useful to do. I don't want to waste your time. It's Monday, but you are welcome to stay and you will see why. My promise to you with the end of this today workshop, again, I value people's time. You will gain a lot of insights that you didn't know about and will apply to you in certain way. And a lot of people don't know about it. And I wanted to uncover that day one because we need money. And who doesn't need government's money because it's our money? And let me take my promise further. Uh, you will learn something more important. I wrote it down. Whenever, by the way, I'm a certified mentor with the SCORE and vice president for entire North Carolina. But whenever I talk about these programs with anyone, they say, "Oh my God, I wish if I knew this before. How can I apply?" Everybody, and I'm sure 90% of people in this room, they're gonna say the same thing today. But let me take the promise a little bit further. Even if it doesn't apply to you, even if you are a millionaire and your offices in this Silicon Valley and all these places, we will have something also for you, and we will have some, game and participation in the day 3. We will have trivia type. So we want to make this workshop super um, you know,
Fun.
knowledge, share
Yeah.
fun, but also we want to see, if you got the information, the terminology, and everything. So in day 3, we're gonna have a trivia type of game at Kahoot.it. We share a code. So when you answer, we're gonna give away for the 3 winners. Okay. But again, I'm not here to make you win money or iPads or stuff or play. I'm here to give you access to these big, big numbers that are assigned for people like you. Okay. So if you are ready, type. I love, I'm a Paulson knows me. I'm a people person. I'm not a virtual person. So type number 1 in the chat if you are ready to start with this. And I don't know where is the chat.
Yeah, it'll be in the Facebook public page because
Oh,
we've turned off the Zoom
nice.
chat
Okay,
because we
no
won't be
Zoom
able to
chat.
save it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so people are typing, right,
Yeah,
Paulson? Without my eye.
they're
Okay.
typing.
Okay. So day 3-day workshop is gonna be like this. Today we're gonna talk only about unlocking government contracts with details. Day 2, we're gonna talk about how to form pivotal partnerships with the Chamber of Commerce, whether Chamber of Commerce and organizations like them, not only Chamber of Commerce, SCORE, SEED, economic development centers, a lot of any business, any nonprofit organization, they work with the small businesses. They are great partners for us. Why? Because their promise to their businesses or their members is to bring them value in any form. And guess what? Marketing, those members, they struggle with a lot of things that we can help them with. I'm gonna unlock all these stuff with you, and how to, the template of the agreements, how to get in. Chambers are like the gatekeepers. You know how in marketing we say, oh, if you go to a doctor's office, gatekeepers and this, how to talk. Nonprofit organizations, they have different language, they have different strategies, different value proposition, different chain of commands, and all that stuff. Okay. Day 3, we're going to talk about, of course, the most important thing. We are in this room, and everybody in this world, everybody are chasing that passive income, recurring income that we want to make. Doesn't matter how many accounts you sell if you cannot keep them and on monthly basis, doesn't matter. So that will be our 3 days workshop. Today will be the intro, how to unlock government contracts, and then funds, and then homework, and then we're going to have a Q&A, right? Can we have
Yep,
Q&A?
yep, yep,
And day 2, again, intro, how to, form pivotal partnership with the Chamber of Commerce and similar organizations. I'm going to show you organizations that every city has it and more. And again, I will leave you with some homework and then Q&A. And day 3, same thing, but we're going to have the trivia and game and some
yep.
winners. Okay.
And as we get started with this workshop and just Tim just went over the agenda, one thing I'll tell you is we're not implying that you're going to make a bunch of money and you got to be careful when people are saying you can make this revenue or that revenue or compliance and things like that. There are rules and regulations that you must follow. And here on this workshop, I'll be the first one to tell you, don't assume you're going to make a bunch of money if you just simply apply one or two of any of these strategies. But we'll tell you this, there are over 70,000 agency marketers, digital citizens that are part of the high level community, and vast majority of them are doing really well for themselves. Okay. And so a lot of the things that we're sharing is from the proof of the pudding. Doesn't mean you should assume you're going to make a bunch of money. And this will make our legal team very happy that I said that. But, anyways, keep going.
I also included it in typing in the slides. Okay,
Perfect. Perfect.
great. There will be a unique value proposition from us to you or from me to you every day. So, we will cover every class of people in this workshop every day, or maybe all of them will be valuable for you. So it's not going to be one day you attended this event will be enough. No, every day will be a valuable value proposition for you to take away with this workshop. Uh, Again, I hate this this part of every presentation workshop, but any host I go, please, they say, please include that. And anytime I do that, when I walk away, attendees and everybody, like whatever I share is so valuable, but this resonates with them when I talk about my story. Anyways, while you listen to me, humbly, I'm saying, uh, I have been involved with the US government contract or the entire thing for maybe since 2005. So it's almost 20 years. And I'm also a board member with a BAC, Business Advisor Consult in Fayetteville, and with other organizations. I didn't want to make this slide so big. I'm also a certified SCORE mentor, and I'm the founder of Media Shield. Media Shield is a pivotal partner and government contractor as well, with the Chamber of Commerce, SEED, Downtown Fayetteville, and other organizations as well. And I'm also founder of GoCSM, one of partners or sponsors for Go High Level. I'm also a top affiliate, as they call me, at Go High Level, and I'm the founder of SaaS Arabic Community. I lead over 70 or 37,000 people and teach them the high level game and all that stuff. So I think I know what I'm talking about, and this is some
Yeah, let
university.
me. I'll say something about Tim. I'm seeing that he's hard. You know, it's hard for him to boast about himself and talk about himself. Let me
I
tell you,
hate it.
the I'm very careful. Well, we're very careful of who we bring in on a public platform where we are teaching people, very, very pivotal topics, right? Tim and I talked about doing a workshop, I want to say over 6 months ago. I mean, I was like, Tim, what are we going to talk about? What is it about? What are things that you want to share? And, we went back and forth on so many different things. And, Tim, he got his gold award win. He came to the mastermind. We like forced him on stage so he can get up there and teach for 5 minutes. Like we've seen this guy grow. And what I love about Tim is like, he's a practitioner of everything that he's teaching, meaning probably today on a Monday, he's going to be onboarding customers later today, or he's meeting with this team later today that's dealing with sales. Like the everything we're sharing and everything Tim is sharing, none of it is things that he learned from somebody that he just reiterating to somebody else, right? Like these are things that we know we can log into Tim's account today and have proof that he's a practitioner. And matter of fact, Tim built a company called GoCSM. I'll let him talk about it. It was one of the most interesting solutions that I've ever witnessed personally in how we built that whole thing out completely around SaaS and SaaS oriented people. But anyways, you've been on the stage with us multiple times. This guy's the real deal. Be patient with him as he's articulating himself, sharing ideas and sharing his stories. But I love hearing it from you, Tim. Keep going, keep going. Let me get out of
Thank
the way.
thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, and here are some. Okay, the reason I'm sharing this stuff, honestly, I don't know how to go left and right, is I will justify this. This is not my style to share screenshots and stuff and how much money I make. But guys, capital in the early stages is important. And I will, this is one of our simple, very simple Paulson government contracts. This was paid by checks. The rest is so over 200,000. I don't know how much exactly. And I will show you what is the service. Okay. This is another, or this is the same, just like look at the amounts 12,000, 13,000, 8,000. And the other day for this presentation, yeah, just to endorse Paulson's idea, we've been talking about this workshop. I said, but I want to come with something valuable. See, he mentioned Go CSM. I don't want to make this promotion. I don't, I appreciate that, but my promise is to bring value for every attendees in this workshop. So what to bring? I said, I will bring whatever I know, whatever made me success in this country, in this business. Uh, I will share, sincerely everything 100%. So for this purpose, I was like, let me see this contract that we gained this much money, how much communication we had with them. Paulson, we had, how to go back? We had over 3 years, 50 emails only, including emails, invoice email, including the clients sharing with me some diet programs, like this is personal stuff, right? 50. Isn't this like the easiest money ever? I usually have 50 emails and communication with local business owners before they even hand me the credit card or just tell me, hey, can you set the withdrawal to be on the 15th so I make sure to have the money. So when I tell you government contracts, I don't want to say like easy money, but it's pretty fair money. And guess like you saw all this money. What was the service? You think it was like a crazy thing that I am certified and qualified? It was those 4 Facebook campaign. I'm sure 90% of the people in this room they could provide it. Okay. And how we won this contract between other vendors, it was this. I till today, Paulson, I don't remember, I don't forget this. The lady was like, would you provide your template? How are we gonna report your KPIs or your campaign performance? I said, we don't have one. And her reaction was like, oh, okay, you're not gonna win this contract. And I was like, reports? Like, who isn't that from the dinosaurs' time? Like, is there anybody gonna read reports nowadays? And she was like, yeah, I know nobody reads it, but like we need to put it out there so we know you guys doing something. I said, we don't do reports. She said, okay, so how you guys gonna show us? I said, you just log into Media Shield. We have a reporting port. You don't need to make meetings. I said, so how you do reports like with previous vendors and go, yeah, monthly meetings, they show presentations or Zoom. I said, no, with us, you go night, in the middle of the night, anytime, and no need for meetings. She said, no way. I say, yes way. Boom. 1 year contract. And then second year, she granted us 2 year contract, like no bidding. I will show you guys. There's two type of contracts. Anyways, I'm sharing this with you just for
So
this
what
purpose.
you're saying right here, real quick, is instead of when you landed the government contracts, the big component was the reporting aspect. And your
Oh, high level.
competitors are probably mailing in certified reports or something on paper or emails back and forth, or they're getting on a fancy corporate meeting and they're sharing the report. But you, with your SaaS or high level or whatever you're providing to them, you're saying, you know what? Instead of old school reporting like that, you can just consistently log into our platform and see live data any given time 24/7. That's you're saying
That's
that's what ultimately built your the
Brother, I'm showing you. This is invoice, 50 emails. It's not whatever I'm doing for them. I'm having screenshots. For Facebook campaigns, they tell us, please don't touch the copy. We provide the copy. Please don't touch the creative. We provide. I said, wow, great. You're telling foreigner that has insecurity with his English, don't touch the copy. I love you, right? Okay. And then the report is this. That's it. Like
okay.
that money you saw, like all whatever I shared is this. So my point, I'm sharing this with stuff with you. Government contracts are super fair, more than the local market and business owners. That's
Okay.
only way. This is another screenshot. I didn't have, I don't know, the meta was acting. Anyways, as Paulson said, perhaps I look like I mastered my areas, but I also mastered or even PhD'd my failures. I don't know how he put it. I literally, he saw me like doing that, not figuring out, doing that, not figuring out. Like I was struggling. And then here's my disclaimer, and here's me reading it. Or I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a accountant, I'm not guaranteeing you will have the same results as me if you apply the same things. This is my experience and my numbers that I'm sharing with you, and I'm sharing my resources with you. A quick flashback about me, where I am from, and how this came happen. A lot of people, they see me in stages and certified and government contractors, and they think, I don't know, they don't know me. I just celebrated my 10 years anniversary in America. So I'm 10 years old in America, honestly. And when I came here, I used to have interpreters when I used to go to doctors. Hey, left hand, blood. Okay, yes. This room, scale. Seriously, I did have no English. So when you come to America, Paulson, I don't know, like you, I don't consider you immigrant because you grew up here. But anybody here, they came to America. Like we come, Paulson. I came from the Middle East. Uh, you know, I had my business, I had my qualifications. So you come to America, you expect at least the same level of lifestyle, right? The same desk, the same income. But when you don't
Yeah.
have the language and all your experiences in different market, the offers you get, the opportunities you get is just like people, like, things that they want to, Walmart, they want to use your muscle, honestly, with my respect to those opportunities. But all what I got, the best job opportunities I got was truck driving. And I didn't see anything with that. Like, this is not me. And then I reviewed my experience in life. I had good marketing experience, and I did my worst decision in life and the best decision in life to open my marketing agency. But guess what a bad decision. Like someone doesn't speak English, doesn't know anything about this country, and he wanna be the face. What is marketing agency? You will be the face of that company, of that client. Anyways, so I'm telling you how I transitioned to SaaS. So I opened because I know marketing, but that doesn't mean I can be a marketing agency in Colombia today. I can't, or in China. So I had those, anyways, long story short, I was fired literally because of the language barrier. The thing is, there was a CrossFit gym. For a while, I've been designing Canva things for them. And instead of saying coach, and I used to type couch, like sofa. Like with our couches, you will get the best train and posting and posting. I swear, this is the most insecurity that I have about even till today. When I type it, it's my muscle memory gives me that. And when they found out their customers, and it wasn't only captions that they can edit it, was like in the Canva design, I got fired. Anyway, so all that stuff. After that, I said, nothing. I'm not gonna do any work like by my hand. I want a something system. I didn't know anything about SaaS. I didn't know there's something called SaaS. Okay. I said, I want to do something that the system will deliver it. I just take the money. And then I entered this SaaS business or whatever. And then I found high level. And I'm going to talk about that later tomorrow. And 6 years old in the SaaS business and 4 year old in the SaaSpreneur, or I want to be successful in that. So I promise you, I lived all of that, and I'm sharing with you all what I got. So let's get into the real topic of today. Okay. And I'm gonna show you how you can unlock and get qualified to these funds and contracts and grants or whatever, and how high level, if you have high level, how you can leverage it to you know to this benefits, and if you don't have it, how you can do it as well. Okay, so let me show you some numbers first before we start. as I said, I didn't want just to bring nobody, you know me, I appreciate you, but nobody here knows me. So I wanted to bring some numbers and screenshots. So whatever I'm saying, guys, it's supported by government websites. Okay. In fiscal year 2023, the SBA 8 Alpha Business Development Program was part of the entire program was granted 178.6 billion in federal money. And here is a screenshot from sba.gov. Okay. And this is Biden and them announcing this. Okay. Uh, do you guys know? Do you know what is SBA?
Yeah, yeah. Small Business Association, right?
Do you know 8 Alpha program?
I don't.
So SBA, everybody knows it, but so many programs. Okay. So how to get this money, like how to get this money, why we hear small business association and all these monies going where, to small businesses. Okay. Aren't we small businesses? How smaller to get? Like I can't get smaller than this, and we still not getting it, how the government contributes these funds into small businesses programs. They don't say, hey, small business owner, go to Walmart, ATM machine, take. No, it's programs. And they have the right to do this to keep things organized, to avoid what corruption is the word. And it still happens, right? And I picked for today's purpose, I picked these programs for you to open your eyes to, and I show you how high level his amazing, amazing, amazing value. Okay, you're not gonna be. I'm not gonna wow you until you know what I'm talking about. But how lucky we are versus solar companies, versus general contractors, paving companies, versus all other industries. We are lucky. I'm gonna show you. Okay, first I'm gonna cover SBA 8 Alpha program, and then Hubzone program, and then CDFI program. Okay, and then today will be over.
Yeah, and real quick, Tim, as you go through, for those of you that are watching, the whole topic that we're covering for the all 3 days is Chamber of Commerce, local programs, government programs that you can take advantage of so you don't have to work so hard on sales for yourself, right? You don't have to go so hard on prospecting. There are a couple of easier layups instead of shooting a lot of long threes, from a basketball analogy. So just stay through this as we kind of go through this. Keep going, keep going.
100%. Yeah, we all working prospecting and sending this like, we watched 1,000 courses, how to lead generate to make 20% funnel and then send this and land some meetings. So for what? To do sell what? Money. Okay, there's money too. Like money is money, right? To get this money for your goal as well, for your capital. Why we should consider government contracts? Exactly as Paulson said. First, my answer, why not? First, it's our money, right? It's your money. Second, it's built for small businesses like you. Okay. Prevent you from bad partners. I'm gonna share. If you guys don't mind, I hope it's Varun. I recorded Varun saying something so much valuable, and I recorded. I steal it from you guys. I shared it with my community as well. And then market authority. When you are a marketing agency or SaaS agency, government contractor, you have partnership with your chamber of commerce in your city. It's different than the marketing agency that trying to work with this. You start from the big and down is easier from this, like smaller locals and up. Okay. Any economic impact and fair money, as I said. Okay. And guaranteed extra income from the beginning. Varun said something which is, I believe, it's high levels success, but guess what? How can we copy Varun, Sean, and Robin? We can't. But in the beginning, I kept the entire recording, but listen to the beginning. I wish if he continued to give more details about that.
First thing is no one needs to be relying on your income.
Yes.
The best way to guarantee success is to elongate the amount of time that you have to make this work. The longer the time duration, the shorter the risk. Because if you give yourself 5 years to fail, you will succeed. If you give yourself 1 year to fail, you'll most likely fail. So elongate the amount of time that you give yourself. And you need to be persistent through multiple failures. If you give up after the first one because that first idea didn't work, again, you're just going to land up in failure. The first idea will almost never work. So you need to keep trying over and over again.
100%. I mean, I like all what he said, but I'm gonna just no one should be relying on your income. The thing, Paulson, what slowed us down, or I think a lot of people agree with me in the SaaS community, when we rely on the income we generate. Right? I quit my job and then I start making some, customers and subscribers. But guess what? My income, my mortgage, my expenses is all on it. And then I'm relying on it, it's slowing down. Versus if I get a partner or if I get a job or if I get an income, like here's $200,000 in your bank, or here's $15,000 or $20,000 a month. No worries. And you keep prospecting, you keep doing this AI lead generation game, you do all whatever you're doing, but at least you have peace of mind. Your mortgage is paid. This will make you to grow your SaaS business on the side as a baby versus, like you growing it and you taking from it. It's just like that diet program. You eat your diet, like for entire week, and then you break your diet in the weekend. So common mistakes, what people do to avoid that, they go work another job in different industry, so they will be less involved in their industry and just to get that money, or they go and form bad partnership with co-founders, right? So government funds could be great resource for you. And another reason number two, Paulson, if you go to these meetings and conferences that I go, all what I hear them, all these, like the government's focus is number one, tech companies. When I say tech companies, I'm talking SBA, small business. I'm not talking like Apple. I'm not talking tech companies. Trust me, the government considers you a tech company if you know how to set up email campaign. Okay, if you know how to do Facebook advertising. And I will show you today live request for proposal, live contracts today in this meeting in 10 minutes. Second thing, AI development is their second priority. Third priority is machine learning. I don't know why they call it machine. For me, and then fourth thing is the infrastructure testing, like this green solar system, anything environmental. But their number one focus is the tech company and everything around it. And I'll show you how wide is that. Tech company, marketing consultant, advertising company, everything goes under that. And high levels, sub accounts, reselling rights that high level gives you when you sign contract with high level, right? It gives you all these titles. So it's amazing. It's not like solar company. You will be one category, one contract, one type. I'll break down this for you. Okay, let's uncover these contracts. Number one is the SBA Alpha or SB 8 Alpha program. I call it Fast Track to Millions. Paulson, this program is basically their mission is to make every small business millionaire. Their mission is to make you millionaire, simply in my language. Okay, any small business. In 2020, by the way, this is like I couldn't find how much was the budget. In 2020, there were firms in SBA 8 Alpha program, $34 billion in contract, set aside or sole source. I'm gonna break down what are these two types. Guys, 34 billion is like the other day I just realized the difference between million and billion. I watched the real million, he said million seconds is 12 days, billion seconds, it's 35 years. So if you guys know how much is $1 billion, you know what is this number. And I will show you what are these two types. So basically, what is this section? Small Businesses Act, designed to help disadvantaged small businesses compete in general market. Okay, the federal government assigns 5% of their entire budget for these disadvantaged businesses. Who? Me, this guy, Janice, Shannon, everybody in this room, I'm assuming, right? Those businesses that they are this. I'm gonna share the qualifications as well. Okay. So in other words, if you are a business owner that making less than $1 million or $850,000, that's why I told you in the beginning, if you make $1 million and more person, or your office is in San Antonio, Silicon Valley, and all these places, this program is not for you. And this program has, conditions. This program, once you get certification, you will have an account success manager, advocate, or account manager. This guy's job to give you contracts minimum of $4 million for goods and services. This is our category, and $7 million in manufacturing. This is not our category. Okay. So this person's job to give you worth of $4 million contract in your time cap in this program. And the time cap, I'm going to talk about it, and money cap. That's minimum. You can do more. And I'm going to tell you how much is your cap there. And as high levelers, there's unfair advantage for us there. Okay. So the benefits is access to set aside and sole source. And I assume nobody knows this. In government contracts, there's two types of contracts: set aside and sole source federal contracts. I'm going to break them down for you. Business development support, one-on-one business development assistant from dedicated business opportunity specialist. This person will be your business developer. Okay. Mentor programs. I'm not going to break down this stuff, okay, to save time. So what is the set aside? What is sole source contracts?
Yeah, before you go into it, here's what I understand so far from
you are my student there today.
Yes,
because I
yes.
can't communicate with them. Tell me.
Here's what I'm understanding so far. Paulson, if you're a SaaSpreneur or a high leveler making less than 800,000 to $1 million, you fall into a certain category that is considered a disadvantaged small business.
Yes.
Now, on top of that, the government loves technology-related companies, which means SaaSpreneurs and high levelers, marketers, digital citizens, we're all in that category. Now, in addition to that, high level makes it easier for you to maintain the relationship with the government because the technology in high level allows them to simply log in, or the agents to simply log in and see the activities of all your marketing and sales efforts per contract, right? Then in addition to that, they provide you an account manager that their obligation is to funnel out as much possible, so they're not having
Graduate
to brag that they didn't give anything out, right? So it's almost like the program is set up for you to be able to at least land large contracts in a sense.
No, you know what? Like the government budgeting, how it works, when they assign a budget for a program in the end of the year, if they see that program manager or that program didn't spend the entire money, it means what?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure in high level, you guys are company, you guys
Sure.
assign in the office this much budget. Robin saying, okay, this much budget for coffee.
Yeah.
If Robin sees, like, for example, you guys didn't spend this much money on coffee and these snacks, guess what? He gonna lower the.
Yeah.
But if he sees like, oh, on the day of 20 of the month, coffee and snack are gone, right? He will, right? You will get back to him. Yeah, well, I'm hungry. I'm working out, right? It's simply the same thing. So if you don't finish, if they don't, so this program manager, his job is to graduate you. So they get back. They say, yeah, see, we graduated these many businesses with these many millions. Now we have these many businesses. They were disadvantaged. Now they are millionaires, basically. Okay.
They're basically, this is a stabilizer program from their eyes, basically.
Yeah. But I'm talking general.
Yeah.
I just want you, Paulson, you are my specimen
student
today. Yeah, student. I want you to understand this program generally. In the end, I will show you how high level it will give you unbelievable advantage with
So
this.
now
Okay.
before you go, one more time. One big thing that you reiterated is the chronological order of how you're going about this, right? So if you land government contracts, it gives you a lot of authority to basically sweep up in the local market of Chamber of Commerce. It gives
Oh,
you
I
a
agree.
advantage of like, oh, this guy is vetted out almost, or this person or their business, their quality. It's like the assumption of quality of work that you do is just elevated no matter what happens when you go to the local smaller players.
Depends, Paulson. I don't know if I'm getting old, or I don't know if this is proper to say it in public like this or not. Paulson, before I used to be like, no matter how much money I make, I used to like go and interact with small businesses, join these meetings, do something for them. Now, after you get few contracts like that, like you said, I'm going to that meeting to close to get how much? $500 a month. I'm with my respect in our culture, even $20, we should respect it. But like your body, your brain says like, but this contract, it gives you $300,000 for basically less work, and there's another proposal waiting for you. Does that make sense? So it's, in the end of the day, you will be materialistic, which is bad, but I am getting there. I feel like I don't know if this is good to
The
share or
fair,
not.
fair confession.
Yeah, but get then what? You should learn how to delegate. So my team now, they're working with our local customers.
Got it.
So
So what is set aside and what is sole source? What is
nice.
the difference?
Nice. Yeah. So when you say, when you land government contract, that's still, there's a challenge there. And it's way, like, that still sounds like, oh my God, when I land a government contract, sounds like challenging. And I assure you, it's easier than landing a chiropractor client that thousands of other telemarketers land, targeting them. Okay. But that's set aside. That's still easier, and I will show you how. And then sole source. Let me go break it down for you, Mr. Paulson. Okay. Number one is the set aside, the competitive. This is basically the landing bidding process, right? Set aside contracts is multiple small businesses can bid on these contracts. So the RFP goes public, and then you read it. Here's your success. How to read, how to apply, how to read, how to apply your RFP, request for proposals response, in a right way, in like to match it. So for that, RFP manager will accept you. So cheaper price is not always, whatever. So they are competitive, meaning the government evaluates bids and awards the contract to the best offer, whatever is there. Uh, I'm sharing some with you. Do you want me to show you some live contract?
No need. I just want to know how to land the contracts.
Okay. I want to show you how easy, because when we say government contract, people's mind is like that, that,
So far removed, just like
DC, like, oh, whatever. And they will ask, like, cameras and whatever. If you don't mind, just let me, if it's possible, is it still
sure,
sharing? Do you see this?
sure. Yeah.
Just, just number 13, page 13, right? It sounds boring, right? But look at the requirements. Based on established, develop strategic directions of comprehensive campaign. This is State of North Carolina University. Okay, campaigns. I'm not sarcastically saying that, but seriously, the requirements is so fair, right? Integrates across variety media response platforms and geo targeting and web, email, mail, and advertisements and call to actions and social media. It's just like the language is formal, but break it down. What is it? Social media, paid targeting, ads, and scheduling. Social planner, right? Developing concepts for a specific audience. Okay, I will develop ChatGPT it. And adapted multi-platforms, social planner, multi-channel marketing campaigns, and CRM management, high-level habit. So yesterday, I literally, provide ability to prospective student to respond our channels and our, two-way texting, and deliver real-time online reporting portal that provides on-demand analytics, including metrics on response, whatever. This is very, 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 very like when? Like 5 days, date of issue, proposal opening date.
That was
June.
like last week.
Yep. This is like, and this is one of them. I just like for the like this Friday or yesterday, I went and boom, boom, boom. I went to our email. That's why I put this guy. I don't know if you know him or not. I swear, if you watch, I will send you few of this guy's video, Chase, and you can fulfill this contract. It's 150K contract worth. And
Yeah.
guess what? And they mentioning in some place one bid, like they're not gonna compare. They're gonna like, one bid and that's it. They're not gonna go and get back to you with, I'm gonna explain what does that mean.
Yeah.
Anyways, number two is the unbelievable offer. Once you get
Yeah.
to this program, Paulson, you will get sole source contracts. The account success manager, there are some budgets assigned for projects to get directed to certified agents. So nobody gonna see that. Your account success manager will email you, will call you, say, "Hey, you granted this many $1 million or this many whatever." So the contracts are awarded without competitive bidding process. The government can directly award the contract to single, 8 alpha business fit, determines based on your I can do this capability statement, and I am also sharing that with you to fulfill the requirements. For 8 alpha program, sole source contracts can be up to $4 million, again for goods, and 7 for manufacturers. So key differences, that's coming. This is from their website. Even their example is about us. They call us IT companies. Set aside is IT services, for agency, government agency, let's say state. By the way, when I say government agency, is not like that FBI, CIA, whatever. You know that the post office is a government agency. ABC store, they send, it's a government agency. Universities, tech, FTCCs, or like FTC, community colleges, everything is a government agency. When they need the stuff, simple stuff. So they put it in bidding process, but sole source, same agency urgently needs a specific IT services, and the only 8 alpha certified company can provide. The agency directly awards and contracts to that company. Basically, this is a gift. Hey, company,
So
do this. And guess what? Mostly they don't tell you do this and get the money. They give you the money, provide. Tell me, Paulson, from your experience, you are a veteran in this area. Tell me a dental clinic you worked with, they gave you the money in advance.
never, almost never. I've got a couple of questions for you, so I'm clarified. I know
Go
we'll
ahead.
do Q&A later, but I want to just answer a couple of questions here. Do you so if you're in Canada or if you're not in the US, for example, can you still land US government contracts, or is this for
Yes.
just for local people that are established in a local area?
US government always have contracts with other companies, with other countries, right? But 8 alpha programs qualification, be a small business, not have previously participated in this, at least 51% owned by an American. This program only, not SBA, alpha, 8 alpha program only should be owned. So if you are owner, if you are from Canada or somewhere else, form partnership with an American, because the goal of the government to make American small business owners millionaires, not foreigners, right? And have personal net worth of 850,000 or less. So if you are a millionaire, you are not qualified. Okay. And living in those not fancy areas, that as I told you. Okay.
Yeah.
And that
So
sounds
so
like almost all of us in this room.
then also another thing is where does the what is the NIACIS or NACIS? Someone was asking, does that include a SaaSpreneur or a SaaS business? Like the business
Nike's,
coding?
Nike's, Nike's coding. I'm covering that. I'm glad. Who
Okay,
asked
okay,
that?
okay,
I'm
okay.
glad someone is. Understanding what I'm talking. Next codes. We are going there, and there where you see high levels magic.
Okay,
That
cool,
I
cool.
feel if we, yeah,
I don't want
I
to get
feel
too
if we
far
come,
ahead.
yeah, I feel that's unfair to other industries. What high level is doing, seriously,
Yeah.
because it's unfair.
And
Seriously, like that
do you have
imposter
to
syndrome.
be and you have to be certified into the 8 alpha program? Is it like a
Definitely.
yep,
That's
okay,
that's
so what's in the certification? To pass an exam, or is it more like they qualify that you are
oh
a disadvantaged business?
that's why the value proposition of today is I'm
Okay.
bringing to our community.
Let me
Okay.
let me let me stop. Let me stop you.
No,
I
no,
mean, let
feel
me
free
stop
to ask.
myself. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, you are their representative, okay? Because I can't talk to the attendees. So, but I'm glad that someone asked about NAICS
Okay.
number and cage numbers. We're gonna cover that. Okay.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
So, what is the limit of the 8 Alpha program? $10 million. Oh, sorry, $100 million or 5 times. Listen to this, Paulson. Or 5 times or your SBA size limit. What is your SBA size limit? You should find or obtain your cage or NAICS code. Okay. How to find my NAICS code? NAICS code is like if you are solar company, you have a NAICS code. If you are service accounted, you have a NAICS code or cage code. Okay. NAICS number or cage code. Basically, this is a standard method of knowing North America industry classification system. Okay. How to find next code or digital. What is the next code for digital marketing? We have a system and I provided everything in a PDF, but I'm just making it simple. So 541613 is next code for marketing agency. And the marketing agency's SBA size is $19 million. So what is your limit to get? How much is your limit that they can tell you, hey, you exceed your limit, you cannot get is $95 million only. You know how they say only,
So
you
real
know?
quick, do you mean by per contract? Or do you mean overall, that's the total allotted for the entire country?
No. For
Okay.
you,
So
in your
one business can
lifetime,
have up
9 years. So
got
you
it,
have
got
a
it.
cap of 9 years,
Okay.
and the program is dedicated to give you at least $4 million to graduate you. Otherwise they will fail. They will fail with you.
Got
That's
it.
that's their dedication. Okay. Cap 9 years, minimum 4 million.
Okay.
You
And
will
the
get
top end is 19 million.
19 million is your size. Top is 5 times of your size.
Okay. So if I'm at, let's say, $500,000 a year, 5 times that, is that what you mean by
No,
size?
you like you are how I am is not by you decide. Your next number as a digital marketing agency says you are at 19. Your size is 19 million. Time
So
5.
it's a set number.
Yeah. So either 100 million or 5 times or your SBA size. Okay.
So 19 times 5, basically.
Yes. That's
Uh-huh.
okay. So we poor people of high levelers, our limit is $95 million only. But guess what? That's only if you go with one next number in high level. High level, if you don't know, it provides you variety, like it touches so many areas in business. It touches, they call it feature. I laugh when they say feature. Every feature they say, the way I see it in the government industry, it's different. There's consultant. So in business, there are 4 ways. Like there's like in high level, what we do for businesses, we help them grow faster. This is growth strategies like marketing and all that stuff. Digital assets, like collecting all their websites in one place, courses, membership area, less subscription, all that's another area. This is another area, another pillar,
Category.
another category. Yeah, right. We help them manage, workflows, This is called something. I will show you something. This is another NAICS number, another cage number, workflows, another cage number. Anytime you guys bring something, I search for it. Can I get another NAICS number and put it to my capacity statement? Right?
Totally, totally.
Yes, you
This is
understand?
so what you're saying is the government has policies in place where they have a sole sourced contract, which means there's no competitive bidding on the contract.
Oh,
That
that's a Powerball Mega Million for
yeah, yeah,
you.
yeah. It's like
Yes.
it's just they don't have that's just the way that those programs are built to make sure the economy is stable, essentially. Now, high level allows you to basically fall into multiple categories because you're leveraging features that are related to small business owners, marketing, SaaSpreneurship, IT services, uh,
Look,
I bet even public relations and even media, like for
yes,
and data management. Wait till high level cloud.
consultation. So if you are a furniture business owner, I'm pretty much a little bit involved in that industry too. One NAICS, one cage number. That's it. Furniture business.
Wow.
That's it. Whether it's office
Anybody else
furniture,
like so surprised like I am? Like I can't believe that this is crazy. Give me a
yeah,
one
in
in the
high
chat if
level,
you're feeling like me. I'm so I feel dumbfounded that we have a program like this.
it is. Guess what? I did this, on my research, which I claim all these NAICS number in our agencies. So custom computer programming service, we are qualified for it. These are based on features that we have high level. We have contract with high level. You can resell. By the way, if you have that 97 plan, no, 300 and 500. Okay. I covered everything. So I made a PDF
Okay.
for you. Okay. Marketing consulting. Do you know, like I don't want to disclose. By the way, there are some contracts we cannot disclose, even hint for it. But just to give you, there are contracts, workshop or giving classes. Just you go, you teach something to some VIP
Oh,
people.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Trainings, educational
training,
training. Yeah.
training, 1 hour, 2 hour training. I have witnessed a contract, 15 classes a year. Each class training $25,000. You go, you teach, you get $25,000.
No, no
And all,
wonder they're having to print all this money.
yeah,
It's
$25,000 guaranteed. 15 extra you will get. Sometimes if you travel, this is in our city, but if you travel, they pay you. That content that you will be teaching, or at least that I witness, is YouTubeable. Nothing like wow. It's just the people sitting as VIP. That's it. Every
yeah. I
travel,
mean, there's
internet paid
I'm
off.
sure, yeah, I'm sure there's more categories that we don't even think about. For example, a membership course build out or a live streaming build out or customer engagement build out, communities build out. Like imagine having to build a community for a local area. Like I mean, and the
Communities
government.
now, this new feature they came with, I'm abusing it. I have community for my neighborhood. I have community for the downtown people, like everywhere. And do you know how they see you, Paulson? When I joined that meetings, they, oh my God, you saved our life, with that community stuff. But the area is like email marketing, that features we have, the templates and the automation campaigns with the workflows. Before was campaigns only. This has two categories, two NAICS, and I'm not still dig deep in, like the screenshot doesn't show
Sure,
so much.
sure.
So this is the unfair advantage we have versus other, suppliers, for example. So tech companies,
Yeah.
another, let me tell you guys, why should everybody in this room jump into these programs? Tech companies, that number one, they have specific initiate encourage, like what awards assigned, $4 billion assigned in this program just for
You
tech
mean
companies.
million, 4 point million,
Yeah,
4.5
sorry,
million.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, million
Yeah.
for these companies for these projects. Okay, so assigned for you, like as I said, like IT. This is just one search I did. Each in tech. Let me explain this better. In these categories, each category has an assigned budget, like Robin with that coffee assignment.
Oh, gotcha.
Categories, furniture is based on need. Oh, we got flooded. We need furniture now. This fire, God forbid, this building got fire. We need furniture. We need camera system because they got bad or updated, right? Those
Mm.
are by chance if you are different industry. But if you are high leveler, you get this stuff, you know, by. So as a high level, we have so many high level resellers. We have so many advantages to get into this uh, programs. Okay. And I'm not gonna cover these stuff. I will share these stuff with you guys later.
Yeah,
So
we'll provide the slides and recording and all of that in a dedicated Google Drive, just so you know.
yeah,
So if you're a
yeah,
high-level user, you know where the dedicated Google Drives are as a customer. We'll make sure all these slides and everything are uploaded there. Keep going, keep going.
yeah.
I want rapid
More,
fire.
more fun stuff is coming. Okay. Tell me why this great and money and great, like why not a lot of people, getting qualified to it or know about it even. I'm not gonna tell you some uh, monopoly going on. I'm not gonna talk negative, but lack of awareness, lack of knowledge, registration, expensive consultants. If you want to like Google today, how to uh, apply or to get certified to 8 Alpha program, you will see thousands of dollars people just to tell you whatever I just told you till now, which I didn't tell you anything specific. Everything is Googleable, but you don't know what you don't know, right? So not being able to match the cage and NAICS number with the like bad, sometimes yourself as a certain thing, you search it's just bad practice and they lose the contracts. This is exactly, go ahead and Google and call and you will see what I'm talking about, like how expensive they are and not being able to match their cage codes. So this is a proposal from whatever I shared. Paulson, proposal evaluation process. Only responsive submissions will be evaluated. What does that mean?
That means you got to reply as soon as they message you. Is that it?
No, this is how you're, yeah,
Oh,
like the language, like the next number, everything's matching. Not only your money, your total amount is the less between the other vendors. No, sometimes that you say I'm gonna do this proposal for $200,000. Yes, you are the lowest, but you saying first payment I need $50,000, and you see they're saying in the scheduling this is our percentages. So you need to understand the numbers, how to read RFP, request for proposal, and you say, my first payment will be this much. And it's matching their scheduling, budgeting scale. My second payments will be my next number is this. And I'm matching what you're asking. Because all these services they're asking, it falls down under certain. Don't give them different next number or cage number that they are asking. You know what I'm saying? This is how people lose, even if they get certified. Okay. And
gotcha.
another challenging, not being able to match the cage. Yeah, okay. The other day I was listening to a podcast. Do you know this VR Oculus?
Yeah, one of my friends is developing the coding for it for Facebook in Austin. So yeah,
Nice. Okay.
yeah.
So if I tell you government today wants uh one government agency wants that Oculus, okay? As a next if you are a reseller for that, right? For that, what would you list yourself as? My brain or that person's brain, gaming store, right? Gaming devices. And do you know who they sent that proposal to? Computer assembly, NICS, and cage code people. Game shop people, whomever sells the Oculus devices, they never put into their cage and NICS code that we do computer assembly. But the government, how they see it's assembly, they sent it to those people. Those people took it.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? So
That's
this
making
is
sense.
stuff like you need to understand. Same thing with marketing. right? But we have so many, like we will like a big shark, we will get everything. Okay, understanding the RFP. So I got you covered. How can you do that? In the end of this, I'm gonna tell you how everything I covered it for you. Okay. So are you ready for the program number 2? Just as great as this one. Did you like Paulson? Did you understand what I shared with you so far?
Well, first of all, I feel very dumbfounded that this is like under everybody's nose and nobody sees this thing, right? Um, I've had family and friends that are in the government world as well, and even them, they assume everybody already knows. Like it's like,
Yeah.
it's not a big thing for them in their mind. So either way, I am excited to kind of understand the strategy that you're going to explain of how to land these contracts and then execute on the contracts. I don't know if we have enough time for all of that, but I want to go, I want to get out of the way for you.
Yeah.
Go, keep going,
Yeah.
keep.
So do we have another 10 minutes before we open uh
Of course, we can take as
the
long
Q
as you need. I want to
the
make
Q&A?
sure. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
for the future people, I don't want to make it
for
super
sure,
long. Okay.
for sure.
Program number 2, Hubzone program. This is also an amazing. And if you get to the government contracting role, I highly encourage you to go to, if you get to the SBA 8 Alpha, I highly encourage you to get to the Hubzone one. Hubzone also, again, is for those people that their businesses and where they live is, let's say, bad area. Like me, like I don't know where you guys live, but those people, they live in the San Francisco center.
So these
Like,
are
those
lower economic.
lower economic, businesses around you not doing great. So, hey, I am a tech company too, but the thing is, like, between me and Paulson, he's in just, Silicon Valley or Dallas, just because he is surrounded with businesses thriving, have money. I am offering the same thing. I know same, me and Paulson, we went to the same courses. We
Mm,
have same white label high level. He's doing better than me because his location. So guess what? I need to leave this city to go to Dallas. Hey, no, we don't want that to do this like other countries. Like in Turkey, everybody go to Istanbul. And if you are not in Istanbul, you are a failure. No. America wanna finish this. Okay, no. Stay in Fayetteville. Stay in this like middle of nowhere, what you call it. We have programs for you.
got it. So what you're saying is just because you have a competitor that's in another place, you don't have to now move just because you're in a different city that's doing really well.
Yeah,
Even though you don't move, you can still take advantage of being able to supply in lower economic areas by
yeah.
jumping into this program called the Hub Zone program.
Exactly. Not
Yeah.
competitor. Like if you feel your business not doing good just because you are in a city doesn't have so much businesses around you, don't worry. Like we got you. The government's message is this. Okay. In the program, as I said, there's two kind of set aside contract. This is like in government contract, doesn't have anything to do with any program. So certain federal contracts are reserved for HubZone certified businesses only. Okay,
Mm,
so that's reserved for you. So less competitor, less chances for you. And guess what? Second, you will have 10% price evaluation preferences. Let's say that contract I showed you, if me and you we bid $200,000 on it, or like let's say I bid 90,000, and you bid 95, or I bid 95 and you bid 100,000. Okay, they will take yours because the system will see you 90.
wow.
Automatically, your offer is 10%. 10% is paid to that customer by the government.
Yes.
Hope that made sense. I'm going to be quick.
Got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Sole source contracts. Also, in some cases, hub zone businesses can be awarded directly that sole source. Did I explain to you? That's so important to understand these two type. Okay. To a certain threshold, of course, to your limit size, SBA size business. And right away, you will get, hey, you are hub zone. Here's a contract for you. Please don't leave your city. Stay. We want to grow every city in America, not only San Francisco and all these cities.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what was the first one again? The
The
first
first
one was set aside contracts.
set aside contracts
Okay.
in the federal, not SBA, not eight alpha program, in the federal contracts, which is
It's not
500
even
billion.
state. These are not state contracts either. These are federal.
Federal, United States, not SBA even. Not SBA even, like federal contracts, which the budget is $500 billion for it, almost like, no, 760 billion last year. I don't know this year. There are part of it, specifically reserved for Hubzone people. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Second, in the other contracts, when you do any government contract, when you bid, your price is 100K. The system will see you 90K.
Yeah.
The government will pay
And
the
you
rest.
don't have to be locally in a hub zone area. You can
Yes.
be in or can I be in Dallas, for example, and bid for a contract that's in a socioeconomic place,
Okay.
in Louisiana,
The job, you can get a government contract in DC in the White House, but you should be in a hub zone area. And I will
Oh,
show
so
you.
I do have to be locally in a hub zone area.
Yes, you and your office and 35% or more of your employees. You cannot be living in a hub zone area, but your employees are Mark Zuckerberg and Silicon Valley people. And like you want to be in a hub zone. No, right? So they know everything. Okay. Subcontracting opportunities. A lot of large companies, they want to get deductions and a lot of politics under it. And hey, we have 30% of our contracts subcontracting to hub zone companies.
Got it.
Anyways, the qualification must be SBA size standard, at least 50 to 51% and more US citizen. Principal office also should be in the hub zone.
Can you address number two? I know a lot of people are watching this workshop and they're not in the US or they're in Canada, they're in Europe.
Yes.
What do you mean by controlled by a US citizen?
Ownership. The
So-
owner in your LLC. The company should be 100% American company if you want to be in SBA. And the owner of by the way, if you are a foreigner, anybody can form a business. And I have recorded some videos for you, how to form business, how to get your EIN, how to whatever, all this stuff I explained how to. In the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how. You can form a business, but the owner, it says, is it US citizen? Yes, or 51%. So if you are not a US citizen, if you want to still your company to get into these programs, you have to find a partner, a US citizen partner. Not for this reason. I'm not just like teaching something just for this reason and you whatever, but the goal of this business or these programs to increase US citizens and US companies, owners, economic levels. Okay. So even if you are in Canada, forum, I'm sure our group has so many open-minded individuals. They want to be partners. Why not? And I will share some solid partnership agreements. You guys can, both of your name will be in the LLC as member and organizer. And guess what? You can, but that person should be 51% or more US owned. Okay. And principal, the headquarters should be in Hubzone, and employee residency at least 35%.
And that's just for the Hubzone program.
That's Hubzone program.
Yeah.
As a government contractor, you can be, like you can be US government. We always hear buying everything from everywhere, right? Plus, we don't have like everything in America. We don't have food. We don't have everything in America. Of course, same thing, digital marketing and stuff like that. It's not all from us, right? So it can be. But these programs are great for Americans. Certification must complete online application. Okay, so also in the courses that I recorded, or they have this map, you can type your address here and we'll tell you, yes. I typed Amazon's headquarters, was like not qualified right away. It's pretty fun, I type high level, not qualified. They know. Okay.
Good to know.
Again, lack of awareness, same thing. Why people not? And then I got you too, but let's rush before Paulson gets tired, because I know I knew your timing. Okay, let's get to program number 3, and that will
Okay.
be the last program. The last program is pretty simple. That's why I put it the number 3 is CDFI loans. Basically, it's a loan. When you start up, don't tell me why, who, any startup wouldn't need money. Like we need capital money, right? People, I don't know why they go to Shark Tank. Like literally, who can go to a tank has sharks? They will take your money and they will take equity from your company. Like instead of that, government has so many programs, they will loan you money. Great payment plans. And I'm offering some of these payment plans for you. Again, for these disadvantaged businesses, they offer the CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution. This is not SBA, this is not Alpha. Anybody can do it. Okay. Look at this beautiful payment plans, Paulson. Okay. Interest only payments. You know what? Just pay the interest if you want this. Or deferred payments. Loan payments and principal or interest are deferred on period. You know, get this money until 1 year. After 1 year, start the payment.
Okay.
I'm
What
talking
do you
big.
mean by interest only payment? What does that mean?
You know, like when you buy a house or mortgage, any payments, any installments has principal and interest.
Oh, right.
You can't go with this payment plan. I want to pay interest only.
So throughout that
5
first
years.
year, oh, so for
Uh,
5 years, the only thing you
or
make.
until my business is profitable, you know? Yeah. Okay. Listen, graduated
Oh my
payments, guess what?
goodness.
Yeah, amazing. I'm telling you, this is a gift. Everybody should, every startup in this room should get this program or loan. Extended long term, graduated payment, you know, like in the beginning will be so low and then in the end you will kill it. It's a payment you need to pay back, but it's better than those banks and those loans. Okay. Revenue based repayment. So you don't pay unless you are profitable. Or seasonal payment plan. So you don't pay unless, you know, like how sometimes we have good business months, you pay and then you say, this month I don't want to pay because I had no clients. Tell me, like, is there a brother or father or a cousin lend you money like this? Like in my family, nobody can lend me a money like this. Okay. 7, loan forgiveness and modifications. It could be for gift too. Sometimes they come, you know what? Forget about it. So, and why not a lot of people? Again, lack of knowledge, lack of, you know, it has a process and you need to have a SAM number and, you know, DUNS number and all that stuff. But I got you. Okay. So, so are you, Paulson, and your audience today in this call ready for the
Yes, we're
homework?
ready for homework. Give us some homework if that's
Yeah.
it's for serious people only.
Yeah, for serious people only. Because honestly, I don't want to waste my time. But I don't know, like this would be valuable for a lot of people, especially for people who want to start a business and start, you know, especially in the United States or do business with the United States. Okay. So since we announced this, I put together a simple, you know, step-by-step guidelines and all my knowledge, you know, and by the way, I'm a certified mentor with the SCORE and other nonprofit organizations. So we do this, we help people. Step by step, I show you how to apply for the SBA 8 Alpha program, Hubzone, you know, all this stuff, how to read proposal, how to respond to them, and all that stuff. And you know, this is a screenshot. I can show you the entire thing too. Yep, this is live. So you go there, all the documents, everything is how to do the cage number and all these PDFs, everything that I have it in my company, how we get it, how we apply, everything is recorded for you step by step. And if I see enough qualified people, let's say qualified people not for these programs, like enough interest, I may have, you know, forums before they review, me and my team, we will review it, go ahead and apply it. So to increase your chances to get accepted in these programs. These programs usually takes years back and forth. And the government, when they ask for something, they ask in different language. You know, like how Paulson, you said, oh, this means this. I said, no. In government language, this means this and that. So I explain everything in there. So if you are interested, and I said, if you are interested in government contracting, go ahead, go for it. If you are a furniture business owner, if you are any type of business, but if you want to be the person that all industries will envy you and will look up to you and get the most of these programs, I think us marketing agencies slash software companies slash IT companies, because high level gives us all these advantages, are the most luckiest person, and you should take advantage of this. So as I said, I don't know how the teams worked out on that. Once you open your high level account, you get granted to this step by step follow.
So yeah, so just to be clear, what we for those that are asking, how do I take advantage of what Tim is offering? So I'll say this one time, just so nobody gets confused. If you're an existing high-level user watching this, Tim is planning on just giving this to you, okay? Which is so generous. He spent hours and years building up the formula. So today, June 17th, if you already have a high-level account, Tim's going to give all this to you. Now, give us some time. We're going to make this all available to you on day 3. Now, if you're watching this and don't have high level yet, this is your opportunity to actually take advantage of it. You want to go to gohighlevel.com/Tim Sabir offer. I'll put that across our channels. The only thing I'm asking you is to just jump into a trial, like with the regular high level numbers, like there's no
Oh yeah,
extra.
it's free.
Yeah, it's a free trial. Jump into a free high level trial, and we hope to like earn your business, which I feel confident that we can once you understand all of it. So if you jump into becoming a trial under this workshop, we'll make sure that course and all these other collaterals that we may even provide even later, all that will be included in that. So you'll get all of that just completely for free. Like that's
And
what
just to make sure, I asked you guys to have, because I said these people would need time because this back and forth. Did you extended the free trial for these people they sign up?
So if they, so this is a 14-day trial, just so you know. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a 14-day trial.
Okay. I
In
think
Yeah, and so in
I think
14
they
days, you should be able to set up a trial for high level, no matter what. And then as long as you are using that specific link, we'll get notified of who jumped into a trial with this workshop. And then Tim will be able to grant access to all these resources. Tim, can we go back to the slides for a second? Uh,
definitely.
are there any other items you want to cover? Because tomorrow is about Chamber of Commerce. And what I'm realizing is if I go into the Chamber of Commerce after I've already landed a bunch of government contracts, the authority play is totally different. Like I can walk in and know that I'm gonna have social proof out the gate.
I agree with you and disagree, Paulson. I don't know why should we time it, after I land government
So you're saying
contracts.
just go
These
do both.
just
Yeah,
do both. These stuff are paperwork you submit and you wait for the certification and then look for the opportunities. It's just like back and forth emails, honestly.
got
I
it.
can't believe people still don't know how to do RFPs, I can't believe there are tons of videos about how to do set up Facebook targeting ads, which is super harder than RFPs and government contracts. And there's no videos about, government and then go like local business. Everybody should win their local market, no matter how like look at those big companies. They coming local. I don't want to mention name, but even now, well, why not? Uh,
Yeah,
Podium, Thrive, everybody local. You see them in every event. I go to local, like Chamber of Commerce, and I see them. And we go in, like we give that eyes together. What are you doing? This is my city. Okay, this is my city too, right? So I think everybody should win their local, and that government contracts stuff is just low hanging fruit that we say. And should everybody get it? It's from your government to you, meant for small businesses.
Go
If
ahead, go
you
ahead.
are making less than 850,000, and in these areas, as I said, the qualification, I don't know why not applying. I don't know why. Like, just maybe you don't like money, right? But the partnerships with the Chamber of Commerce is so important, Paulson. Why? How much you spend on hiring salesperson?
Yeah, you can
These,
stop sharing as we chat. Go ahead.
say again.
You can stop sharing as we chat. Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. So, you know, you know what is my growth strategy in Media Shield or my
No.
companies is copying high level. High level came to this level with no sales team, partnershiping
We,
with
we still
their
don't have a
chamber of
sales team.
commerce.
Yeah, we still
Seriously.
don't have a sales team. Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have chamber of commerce. Chamber of commerce is what? Chambers that they have access to businesses. You guys have partnerships with people, have access to audience. That's it. I would go to Chamber of Commerce, print shops, seed, any business, any nonprofits that they are umbrella for businesses. And tomorrow we will cover this. And our goals are like win-win-win. How you can form a great offer to them that they will like be more than happy to bring you to. And I don't know why I should spend thousands of dollars on paid ads on bringing someone like not hatefully, but like so tired of being in front of computer, getting, like getting cold calls from foreigners and other countries and stuff like that, versus me, the Chamber of Commerce reps or the CEO. Hey, Tim, come here. This is a company. I think you guys are great. Me, boom, boom, boom. Or workshop every month. I go and give workshop in Chamber of Commerce, and guess what? The invitations for them. And tomorrow, I'm gonna like, why not? Like, this is authority. This is good connection. Time. We spent thousands of dollars. I'm sure you taught us a lot, Paulson, how to generate demo calls, right? I have a lesson from you or training from you, like run ads and bring and then demo call and whatever. And I love that. For someone is like have nothing. In Chamber of Commerce, you can have 20 demo calls at once. One too many, for example, how they call it. Guess what? Plus, these people, they will walk into you will walk into their office. Their rapport building is different. You will be positioned as subject matter expert right away. This stuff will be tomorrow. That's different. But I don't disagree with you in that point that, oh, I will wait until I land government contracts or some funds. And no, do this no matter what. Even if you are high leveler, do this. Even if you are starting, do this, because this is money for you from your government.
Yeah.
And the Chamber of Commerce, no, Chamber of Commerce is a practice of business, how you should do social media marketing. You should have your PR, public relationship, your local marketing, your paid ads, your funnels. That's a different practice on your strategy should go. Should have some activities in your calendar.
Yeah. You know what I feel, Tim? I feel like if you can do it, everybody can do it, right? Do you feel like that?
Oh,
Because I'm not the smartest guy, in anything I do. I feel like I'm the probably a hardworking guy. I'll work hard and compete with you on the amount of work I would do. But do you feel that way as well? Because I feel like there's a lot of genius.
I don't feel I'm the laziest. I don't work hard, honestly. I don't like working. I always say business owners are lazy people. Like, delegate. Everybody wanna like, get that business. So I said everybody's doing that. What is that? Means you are lazy. You don't want to do the job. So I am one of them. Uh you are hard worker. I respect that. If I could do it, I agree with you, everybody. I had no English, seriously. Like even today, um, I can't write a proper email. There's something I use called ChatGPT. Uh,
Oh man, it's so
I
fun.
mean, seriously,
It's
But
as
if
real
you
as it gets. It's as real as it gets.
trust me, like if you have value in you, uh that you want to help the community, okay, I'm gonna tell you tomorrow. I don't want to burn tomorrow's session, but I'm gonna, like, you should be one of the community. They will accept you however you are. Like, don't tell me, Paulson, your brothers or your cousins will say, you know what, we don't like Paulson. Let's have another cousin or another brother, or like that's it. Like, that's it. This is you. This is us. This is from us. This is what we have. If you be part of the community, that's it. They they got what they have. They will use you. They will support you. They will, versus you going pitching them. Right? It's just like the brain. How they don't care. Oh, he doesn't. He has accent. Okay, that's it. He, like, it is what it is. Jim, he's amazing. He's coming. He's helping us. So it's just how you want to approach it. If you want to approach it with that wolf, like, I want to
Yeah.
like get that client, people will be defensive. If you want to be helpful, if you want to be a giver, the go giver, trust me, there's no competitive, because you are one of them. This is my capabilities, and you will see how you build rapport. And this applies with me. We have so many partnerships with print shops, right? I will disclose everything tomorrow. Print shops, chambers, right? Chambers is, I don't know what is plural of chamber. Okay. Um, economic development centers for minority, like women, Spanish owned, military owned, black people, like, all that, African, all that minorities. We go right away, we join, and we be part of their team.
Yeah.
And guess what?
I
2 months later, we offer them partnership and a great value proposition. We have 3, 4 value proposition type. I will disclose it tomorrow. None of them told us no so far.
That's amazing. So, Tim, just real quick, so everybody that's here, you understands this really well. When we do some of these workshops, right, our intention is not to just to teach. Like I take a
Mm.
lot of pride in teaching and making sure we're bringing experts that provide practical steps so you can go and actually do the work. Tomorrow, you can go join the chamber and get involved, or you can go submit your potential government contracts. Like, we want you to take some of these things and actually apply it to yourself. I'm not here to, like, just create excitement. Like, I want you all to move the needle in your business. Just so we're all aware. That's why we do the 5-day challenge. That's why we do the 3-day workshops. That's why we do the 1 hour masterclass. That's why we do the spotlight sessions. That's why we do the lunch and learn. Tim, I don't know if you noticed, we brought the lunch and learn back. Thank you to you. We
Oh,
added
we
added
learned
added
a
the
lot.
certified.
My
We added the
Please,
certified things to it. But do you remember those?
I do. I'm telling you, I always give you credit behind you. I don't like to, talk good about people in front of them, but behind you, I always say about Go CSM. I built 90% of Go CSM on Lunch and Learn on the notes of Paulson's and Sean. And honestly, in Lunch and Learns, I used to join, turn off my camera, and listen and take notes. If I show you my notes, I even have notes for your workout plans that, like in the middle of the things that you should bring. And I even have that notes with me, but it's so useful. It was so useful, and when you stopped it, I think I got enough value of that. Not enough value. I think I could be the most person got benefit from that. And for your information, we got a small mastermind group out of that in the chat. We used to
Love it.
chat with each other,
Yeah,
and we created
yeah,
our own small chat, and
yeah,
then we created the
yeah,
CSM Go CSM practice, and we built the Go CSM. It was all built like that from your sessions, honestly.
yeah, yeah.
uh, and trials. Yeah, please
I love
bring
it.
it
So
back.
we have a lot of educational programs here at high level. If you just get on a trial account just to be part of the educational efforts, I promise
It's
you
worth it.
you'll change your business. Um, but either way, Tim, what can we expect tomorrow? What are you going to cover tomorrow? And we'll do a Q&A for today, if you don't mind. If we have just maybe let's see, I want to end at 1 o'clock if possible. So tell us what you're gonna cover tomorrow, and we'll do a Q&A.
Basically, tomorrow I will cover also a few, like a lot of people know Chamber of Commerce, which is great. Okay. I will cover that. How to, form partnerships, whatever, because this is our promise to you in this event. But a lot of people don't know there are so many other organizations just as effective as Chamber of Commerce in each city. Because how many Chamber of Commerce there is in each city? One, right? But how many other organizations? So the numbers of possibilities. Let's say if there's you and other person targeting Chamber of Commerce to be this partnership, it's just less. But again, go be still. Again, high level has so many values. Do you know we are 8 people in the Chamber of Commerce of Mike City, and 6 of us have high level accounts, and each of us have different that we all white label high level, but different values, different way of approaching. So don't think, oh my God, that's done. No, high level has so many ways of packaging it. Okay, so that, and I'm gonna disclose some other organizations that like people just know Chamber of Commerce, but there's other organizations and other opportunities too, and how to approach them.
Got it.
Whether you want to automatic approach, or like that in-person approach. And when you get approach them, what is the good, let's say, gatekeepers, or what is it's the culture and the language you speak to these people is different than the business owners. Business owners, you speak, hey, I have this proposal, this is my pricing, this is the expectation, free trial, whatever. No, this is not the nonprofits language and culture. That's different. Okay. They look at different. So tomorrow we're gonna cover that very quickly. I'm gonna showcase some stuff. Super simple.
Okay.
It's not gonna be intense like today.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna share
Sounds good.
also the homeworks and stuff, and then we're gonna jump into Q&A.
Okay, awesome. So for those of you that are watching, here's what I want to do. Add your question. So we're going to spend the next 10 minutes. We're right on time, 12:50 Central. We're going to spend 10 minutes going through Q&A. On day 3, we'll do a bigger Q&A, just so you all know, over
Yes.
everything we covered day 1, 2, and 3. So right now, let's do a Q&A on just what we've covered so far. Tim, do you have any homework you want everyone to do today?
As I said, once they access this course area is the SBA Alpha program, they will have, as I said, like the other day, I saw people reaching out to me, and I just evaluated people where they at. So I kind of started from those people who doesn't have even LLC. Okay. I couldn't believe myself I'm doing that. So I have I have an explanation video here. So forming your LLC, and your DBA, assumed business as, how to obtain your EIN, they changed it to EIN, how to obtain your unique identifier, like before was DUNS number, now everybody's changing it. Not even if you want to get contract with Walmart and all
So
that stuff.
real quick, Tim, I don't mean to stop you, but what you're saying is go through this course.
Yeah, basically go
Got it.
everything, just submit.
Got
I break it down for you. Don't need to hire consultants, thousands of dollars.
it.
Like for each lesson of this is worth $700 to $1,000. Each lesson, if you want to hire a consultant or lawyer to do it for you, it will cost you this much. I
Gotcha.
promise.
Gotcha. And so those of you that have existing high-level accounts, what we have to do is probably give you, Tim, I think maybe your team may have to give them access to the course. I'll talk to you after.
We
But
can.
either way, we'll get together a list of people that want access to the homework, and we'll make that happen for sure.
I
Those of
highly
you
recommend everybody to do this.
okay.
Don't get
Awesome.
lazy.
And if you don't have high level yet, you need to jump into the link that I provided. I have people telling me it's a 30-day access to the trial instead of 14. So maybe the team, I'll,
Maybe they
extended
granted
it.
my request.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Maybe so. And I forgot about it. But either way, jump into the trial. We'll make sure you have access to all these courses. If you're an existing account holder, day 3, we for sure by then we'll make sure you have access to all the collaterals. Tim, couple of questions that are coming in that I'm seeing that we can just rapid fire if you're okay with it.
Mhm.
Does it cost any money to go into the government contracts to be certified? Do you have to pay anything to become qualified or anything like that?
No, that's a wild question. For example, LLC costs $120. That's LLC will cost you anything. Government contracts, no.
Okay.
No, that like fees. I don't want to say no, and then you'll say, "Hey, there was $2 fee." No, government stuff always is like so low, you know. So I would
Yeah.
say no, just the
Okay.
basics.
Got it. Can you have multiple contracts at the same time?
Definitely, yes.
Okay. The other question is, do you have to be, is there a difference in being the 497 SaaSpreneur versus the 297 when it
I
comes
love this
to,
question.
yeah, when it comes to the, I guess the Nexus code, like I guess you have more categories that you can bid on when you have a 497 plan on high level, huh?
Well, yes. And the other day, before even we agreed on this workshop and stuff, I kind of had a discussion in the comments with a person. It was like, "Oh, you have government contracts. Can I see your website?" I was like, "Oh, that's a good question." I don't think any government contract agent checked our website. Don't think people will look at your website like government agency. Oh, let me, how nice is your website? I okay, here's my website, but trust me, all the contracts we got, if you go ask our agents from like US Army, we have, I can share with you tomorrow our testimonials, right? If they ask them like, did you see Media Shield's website? They don't. Okay, so what they check with you is your because they want to save their butts. Okay, they check your capabilities and you are okay. Okay, so you have to have the reselling rights with whatever you're providing. That's it. Whether it's a course certificate, whether it's like I'm talking generally with GHL, yes. But brother, like if you get granted any of these monies, is hundreds of thousands of dollars. What is $500 a month GHL is asking you for? It's no brainer, right? I don't know, like it's that level. I don't see why someone is want to save $200 from upgrading from the agency freelancer account to 500. So I assume the freelancer account will give you the same capabilities, the same sub account features, but the SaaS Pro account will give you so much more features and the premium upselling SMS. It will give you. I'm not the best person to explain that, but will give you so much capabilities to make money. So I highly recommend the SaaS Pro account.
Got it. Awesome. So those of you that are wanting access to the homework and the course, again, I would say go ahead and put comments in the workshop streaming that you're watching right now. If you're an existing high level user, we'll give you access no later than uh, day 3. But since you have homework, Tim, I may have to meet with you right afterwards, and we need to
Yeah.
figure out a way to provide access to everybody, and then we provide that link. But I'll work with you on that hereafter. But anyways, we'll go ahead and close it out for day 1 tomorrow, same time, 11 a.m. Central or 12 p.m. Eastern, and we're excited to go into the nitty-gritty parts of the Chamber of Commerce and other local organizations that you can take advantage of. But today we learned a lot about government contracting and how High Level has a huge play in that, in making sure you can land some of those based on the categories you have. So this is a really unique workshop in my mind. Tim, is you're really generous in sharing these strategies, and we're excited to kind of build on top of it with you.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here, and thank you for having me here. I hope everybody got some information or value from this today's session.
Absolutely. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure if you're watching it on replay, take a screenshot, take a picture of the workshop and post on all the socials. Make sure you tag Tim and his social on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, and also tag High Level if you are watching this workshop. And I'll make sure our team internally repost your links and stuff like that. We want all the high levelers and digital citizens across the communities take a look at it and learn some new things.
Please.
Have a
Yeah.
good rest of your Monday, everybody. Bye for
Yeah,
now.
just
See you
comment under
tomorrow.
the live stream if you learn something, because not seeing your interactions here, it just feels that I don't know your interaction. Paulson's giving me big
Yeah,
endorsement.
there's
Just
a
comment
lot
if
of
you learn
comments.
something
Yeah.
useful, okay? Or it was
Yeah.
too much high level.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Paulson.
For sure, sure. If you go to the main Facebook page for High Level, you'll see
Yeah,
the streaming. I see a ton of people commenting in there. They're loving
thanks.
everything you're sharing so far.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
we'll
Thank you. Thank you.
we'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
Okay, brother.
That's New York time for everybody, just so you know.
Yes.
Bye for now.
Bye.